Hello everyone, Spence Bothorpe here again. Welcome to the next video in this series of tutorials about the 6-step marketing process. This tutorial will explore step 1 of the 6-step marketing process, building rapport. We'll learn about rapport, how to gain it, and how to measure when you've got it. So let's begin. Rapport is described as a close and harmonious relationship in which the people understand each other's feelings or ideas. Remember the landmark book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Most everybody's read that. Remember habit number 5. It's seek first to understand, then to be understood. The first half of the 6-step process employs this habit, and it's one that we should all become very, very good at. It requires us to listen empathically and to allow ourselves to be genuinely influenced by the other person. This creates an atmosphere of caring, respect, and positive problem solving. Building rapport is really pretty simple. It's something that we all do sort of unconsciously. It involves understanding someone as a person and enjoying their unique personality. We find ways to connect with their interests and desires, often finding common interests. And when we relate to someone, we understand them in a very personal way. We may even see ourselves as being like them in some ways. We usually have an opportunity to share a little bit about ourselves. This is a good thing. We can share who we are and what we do, but I urge you not to download or overload information about yourself. This is really not the time to make a pitch or try to differentiate from our competition or talk about features and benefits. Limit our sharing and redirect the focus back to our prospect. So how do we measure when we've gained sufficient rapport? The best way is to gradually increase the frankness of your questions, and your prospect will let you know that you have trust and rapport when you're able to ask frank questions and receive frank answers. So the next obvious question is, what is a frank question? A frank question is one that might feel threatening to a prospect if you don't have rapport, but they're comfortable with once they trust you. So here's an example. If you go to a car dealership and the first question they ask is, how much money do you have to spend? Would you be annoyed and put off? Of course, probably. But if the salesperson took the time to learn about you, find out your motivations, relate and connect with you, and perhaps share something about herself, and then asked, what price range do we need to keep this car in to make it work for you? You'd probably be much more likely to give a frank answer, right? So if your first question to an agent is, what's it going to take to get all of your claims referred to us? They're probably going to be uncomfortable and probably unlikely to give you a frank answer. It's premature for the level of trust in your relationship. But if you build rapport, as we've discussed, and ask appropriate questions, you'll get the information you're after. For example, how do claims get referred here at ABC Insurance? In summary, building rapport and trust first qualifies us to ask more frank questions. More importantly, for me, it's just more fun, more friendly, and I promise you it's more effective. So seek first to understand. Make that your mantra for step 1 and even for steps 2 and 3. I'll see you on our next video.